Okay, so I've already addressed this in previous episodes. What a start to this episode, by the way. Just getting right into it. And what I want to say is that so many of you guys, and I record these in advance, so it's understandable. I haven't gotten a chance to address it. Some of you younger college football fans, or just new to the series, maybe don't really watch college football, won't know. But after players transfer in, there used to be a rule where you had to wait a year. So John Humphreys automatically receives a red shirt. He cannot play in season one of transferring because he has to sit out a year based on transfer rules. So I'm sure you guys know it now, but that's all over the comment section right now. He can't play because he's a transfer. But now that we got that out of the way, and I'm sure I've addressed it before, you guys just haven't gotten a chance to watch it yet. We have 34 current targets, and we have a couple visiting this week. Jason Anderson, Marvin Crenshaw, and Larry McGuire. Now, the big one, I believe, is Marvin Crenshaw. Let me just sort by visits scheduled. Or can we see visiting, maybe? Let's just do visits scheduled. So, I think it's Jason Anderson, who I don't think we're going to be able to get him. It would be quite nice. Now, they're saying he's basically a linebacker. He's not a linebacker. I'm looking at him. He's a quarterback. He is not a linebacker. I guess he's an 83 tackle. Jeez. I guess he could be a linebacker. I think he's a better quarterback, really. He's just a really good athlete. He can kind of do everything. Player I really want. I don't think we're going to be able to get him. And then Marvin Crenshaw, we need stuff with the D-line. We're also falling behind on him. So we really need to do whatever it takes to get big points today, which is our D-line going off and winning. Winning would be massive. Winning would be huge. So we got to do whatever it takes. Who else is coming today? Jeremy Thomas, he already came. Steve Lewis came. Luke Green got 930 points. I have no points in him because I don't care, but that is a ton of points. So this visit is huge for some of these guys. It is massive. Larry McGuire is also coming as well, who, again, I just don't really care about, but we are in line to get him. And I think I showed the rest of this at the end of the last episode. We're fighting for some of these guys. We've taken the lead on Darren Watkins. Phil Triplett we're fighting for. Falling behind on Jamal Grant. In the lead on Jonathan Hairston. Falling behind on Will Baker and Reggie Gonzalez. I say falling behind. Some of those guys were trying to inch our way into the conversation. And all of this would be huge if we beat Air Force. And they're not that good. I mean, they're 75 overall. We've been beat by worse. Okay, don't get me wrong. But this is a game that we could potentially win. I cannot stress just how big this game is. Huge recruits potentially on the line. Yes, we're 2-5, but we are fighting for the future. It isn't just this game. There are huge implications on the line. Pretty big game for Steven Williams last week. And of course, I say this at the start of like almost every episode at this point, but the goal every game in order to make ourselves our most successful is Trey Battle will take it up the middle for an unknown amount of yardage, 9, but things aren't showing up right now. But our biggest goal, as Trey Battle will get it again, is to shorten the game. Shorten the game. Limit the amount of touches, control the clock, and hopefully sneak out with a win. We're not a team that's really going to beat guys by multiple touchdowns. So we got to play to our strengths. And our strengths basically are none. Our only strength are weaknesses. That's not really a strength. But at least, you know, there isn't any at least. I'm trying to find some positives. The team does suck pretty bad. But we fight. We have heart. We have Allen Hart. He's a corner and he's terrible. This is QB draw on 3rd and 1. It is not going to work. That's a bad play. The way I see it, if they make the stop, they make the stop. But we're 2-5. We have recruits in attendance. Let's show them how aggressive we can get and put on a show. Willie Briggs up the middle, and he's got some space in the first. Stay aggressive. and do what it takes to win. Ham in motion. Let's get this snap off, please. Not really a lot of space for Trey Battle. Let's try a read option. Now, they've been playing the quarterback run, I want to say almost exclusively. But we are in 4-down territory again. I'm okay with running read option again. I'll run this all day. Eventually, they are going to play the running back, and we're going to have the outside lane. There it is, Stephen Williams. Let's cut up field. Oh, big truck from Williams. And a big first down. They're going to play the running back. Williams, just go down. We'll take 4. We don't really need to fight for an extra 2. 3rd and 6. We're running fullback dive here. 3rd and 6. Willie Briggs is falling forward and is just short. 4th and 1. Of course, we're going for it. But I don't really feel comfortable running like read option or anything. Just because I know things can go wrong. So I want the ball in the hands of our best playmaker. I want the field spaced out as much as possible. And we're going to go underneath to Dex Randolph for the first. And our best playmaker, yeah, by the way, believe it or not, it is probably Stephen Williams. He isn't good, but he's just not bad enough to be able to make plays. Like, Trey Battle's out here. Michael Ham is probably the best player, but everything runs through the quarterback. And Stephen Williams puts up numbers. It's not against great competition as we end the first quarter at a score of 0-0, which is what we want. But, you know, he puts up numbers. It's not against the best schools. It isn't like, you know, dominant performances, right? But he does have, like, decent overall cumulative stats. Like rushing yards, just total yards per game. But it's 3rd and 10. And not coming away with the touchdown here would be a very, very unfortunate way to end the drive. But we'll see what we can do on 3rd and 10. And they're already getting pressure. We're going to take it up the middle. Stephen Williams running away, stiff arming, and he got the first down. What an effort from Stephen Williams to power through as Trey Battle's injured. But we'll be right back into the game. 1st and goal from the 3. What can we do here? Trey Battle in the game. They're going to make us hand it off to him, and Trey Battle will walk into the end zone for the touchdown. Trey Battle out here battling through injury and is rewarded with 6 right up the middle, and a really good long drive. Took 9 minutes and 9 seconds. Maybe the longest drive of the entire series. So this is going to be the Air Force offense. A lot of option, a lot of crazy plays, a lot of stiff arms apparently. Nolan Carey threw 2 of them and threw 2 would-be tacklers right off. I remember, was it 5-2? I have to remember back to years ago. I got dominated by, it might have been Navy. Some of these weird option schools are tough to stop when you don't know what you're doing. Oh, it's a screen other side, but we read it. Glover's there. He can't make the tackle, and Pop Jackson's there and stops Nolan Carey short of the first. That got a little bit dicey, but they're going to line up in punt, and we'll be back to return, hopefully for another long drive that ends in points. Phillips has a little bit of space here. Tyson Phillips, 17-yard return. A little bit of a long one for only 17 yards, but 17 yards isn't bad. That really isn't too bad, as we have Duval into the game for Willie Briggs. Battle will go up the middle, make a man miss, and get 9. 2nd and inches, we're running with Stephen Williams, and we'll duck out after the first. 6 first downs to Air Force 0. Yeah, they haven't been particularly exciting, but they've gotten the job done. Over the middle, Tyson Phillips takes a huge shot, but catches the football. That's what we love to see. That's what we need to see. I like Duval, and there we go. See, that's a pass that has been intercepted before, like that inside seam, but the ball was where it needed to be, and it's completed. I like when they catch it as well, I'll say that. 1st and 10, 3 minutes remaining. Stephen Williams, the quarterback keeper, up the middle. And they're going for the football. I got to be careful. We got to go down. What about Michael Ham on this corner route? I mean, he was open, I don't really trust the arm of Williams, and we're going to lose 7. The worst part about that sack is we may have been pushed out of field goal range. That really is the worst part. 3rd and 9. Throwing the curl. Ham is open, and Ham caught it. First down, Riverside. Michael Ham, and I've said this a lot recently, he is really coming to his own in recent weeks. It is awesome to see because we know that he has the potential to be one of the biggest stars on the team. As we're going to cut this back with Steven Williams and just slide. Another first down. But we know Steven Williams. We know Michael Ham has all the potential in the world at receiver. And he's been showing that, you know, week in and week out now. We don't really have the quarterback to make all these throws at the time. But, you know, 2 years from now, as Trey Battle was open, he still is. We're going to take it with Steven Williams. It's just a little bit safer. 9-yard touchdown run for Steven Williams. But we know that Michael Ham has potential. I think over the next few years, when we have a more capable throwing quarterback, he's going to put up some really, really good numbers. And this is a really good end of the first half for us. Yeah, there's still some time remaining. But we, you know, have a little bit of confidence in our defense to keep them out of the end zone at least with 45 seconds remaining. Listen, if they happen to get 3, fine. Fine. But we cannot let them score a touchdown and get ball back at half and then have a chance to tie. That cannot happen. Tight end in motion. We're going to switch on to Craig Jackson. Try to take away the running back, and it is thrown away. Chance Stevenson just let it rip but out of bounds, and it's 3rd and 6. How aggressive do they become? Now they're going 2 by 1, 2 in the backfield, and they're just going to hand it off. Santos can't make the tackle. Malik James doing his best. That is a 20-yard gain. When we don't wrap up, that's going to happen. 2 by 2 now for Air Force. Maybe going to get a little bit more aggressive through the air here. You know, you'd think a team named Air Force would be a force through the air. No. They suck. I'm sure they're going to beat us for a TD now. I can't get out of this coverage. Don't like it. Don't like it. And that's nearly intercepted. Ezekiel Sims wouldn't have had a house call because he got taken out of bounds. But man, that would have been a really nice play. 8 seconds to go. They're going to complete it. Are they in field goal range? I don't think this is a gimme. They might try it though. And they'll line up in field goal block. Opposite hash from the 32. Makes this a 42-yard field goal. But I don't think it's a gimme. And it is going to be just inside. As I said, fine with a field goal. Not bothered by a field goal. And for the final play of the half, we're just going to give Michael Ham a shot. It's really all it is. If they intercepted it, fine. I don't know that they would have housed it. We're just going to give it a shot. But obviously, he just doesn't have the arm strength to make that happen. Or maybe it's an accuracy problem. But either way, we're going to start the second half up 14-3. Air Force, of course, will start with possession. Just need our defense to continue doing what they've done, which is make the right plays at the right times and keep them out of the end zone. Santos up the middle. It's going to be a pitch. Trying to get back out there. Greg Hall with a big tackle. Man, you just get caught up on other random blocks at times trying to make a play. It's really tough to get around those and get off those. Like, you'll have the right guard locked up with the middle linebacker, and then you're the safety trying to get around him, and you just keep running into the block as Stevenson's going to take off and slide in front of Malik James. To run, to eat up the blocks. Good tackle, Alan Hart. I'd love to praise him more often, just usually he's not doing good things when I call out his name. Granted, he is a freshman. We've seen in my series before that young players have been absolutely picked on and picked apart. It's going to be a very odd pitch. Almost looked like a forward pass, by the way. Which I guess would have been legal. Quarterback touched it and never went forward and then forward again. That would have been legal. But yeah, we've seen guys get picked on before who are young and then they develop and they become stars. It's happened. Nice tackle, Greg Hall. Air Force only gets a couple, and it's 4th and 2. And they will punt the football right back. 3rd and 2. How wild is the screen here? I'm going to look at Ham first, and then I'll basically check down. That's what we're going to do. Trey Battle doesn't get anything. He had no burst or acceleration after catching the football. And we are going to go for it from the 45. We've been here before. We've been successful in these spots before. And we're probably going to rely heavily on the athleticism of Steven Williams. And it isn't a ton, but it's what we're going to do. And that's a great play. That's a great play. It's our strategy pretty much every time. Is just get out of the pocket. I think we left a little bit too early. Left a little bit too early, and that opens the door for an Air Force score probably. Damn, just a little bit too happy to run the football there. Because I think we have that as long as the contained edge player gets locked up with the right tackle for long enough. But left too early. He never really locked into the block. And we got caught. Because Michael Ham was open. There were some open guys. As you know, it's like we don't really have a quarterback that can hit these throws consistently. So I am a little bit afraid to, you know, throw the ball on 4th down. But it's a nice play made by Air Force. And it's 3rd and 5. Little check down. Jackson! Nice tackle. Once again, Air Force in a similar spot where I wouldn't exactly call this field goal range. It's a little bit longer. This seems a little bit more makeable somehow. Just seems more central, but it's far away. I don't know. That kick is sailing wide right. Air Force misses, and we get the football back at essentially midfield. All right, fresh set of downs. We're going to keep this with Steven Williams, and we just didn't block that player. Just didn't block him. We throw that? We're going to try it. Nah, see, that's why I don't just throw there. I got to not that. 3rd and 6. That's open, and of course, it's just a terribly thrown ball. Maybe under pressure a little bit. We'll punt the football back. Our defense has played well. And of course, I might not be able to play offense, but I can usually punt pretty well. Here's the punt from Campanaro. Give me a good bounce. I've lost my touch. I've lost it. Okay, safeties are going to be big here. Oh, what is this? What is this? Santos can't make a tackle. He's into the open field. Into Riverside territory. Has a blocker with him. And that is an Air Force massive score from Chance Stevenson. Justin Santos, safety, just could not make the tackle. And when your safety cannot make the tackle, you're going to have some problems usually. And it's a 4-point game. Oh, that's a brutal way for that to happen. A touchdown here, and we have no problems. Steven Williams has the outside. He's just not quite fast enough. I think they're going for the football. We got to be careful, man. We have to be real careful of fumbles here. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Snap of the ball. We're going deep. It wasn't a good call. It was not a good call. We had the flat open, and I got overzealous, to say the least. Like, everyone knows I like taking shots, but there's a time and a place, and that was not the time, nor the place. Trey Battle, that's a good run, though. It's a great run. I think they're going to continue to play the quarterback here, because they want the ball in the hands of Steven Williams. They want the opportunity to get fumbles, I would imagine. So they've been committing now to Trey Battle. Kind of different from what we saw in the first half. So we have to adapt accordingly. Little slant action, and there's a rare Michael Ham drop. He hasn't really been dropping the ball. He's been going ham. But that's a pretty big drop right there. 3rd and 1, read option. We got a lot of space. Just gonna slide. Just gonna slide. Let's not be crazy. I was really thinking about a juke back. but I have to know like what we have, right? And it's just not. Steven Williams is not the player to do that. We've seen too many fumbles. Read option. Come on, Trey Battle. Oh, he's front flipping over the team. Doctor Strange made a portal and shot him into another dimension. What just happened? Trey Battle went airborne. He thought he was a fighter jet. It is Air Force after all. We got to take another look at this. Trey Battle took the handoff, made a nice little cutback, then a juke, and then he decided to go airborne. Riding on the back of number 7 as if he were riding an eagle. Trey Battle breaking and bending the laws of physics and gravity. It's the thumbnail. You've already seen it. What is that? I can't put it in because it's going to be severely copyrighted, but pretend it's the Space Jam version of Fly Like an Eagle. I'm a big Steve Miller Band guy. You didn't know that about me. But pretend it's Seal. Actually, it might have been R. Kelly. Actually, cutting. Maybe it's not great, but pretend it's Fly Like an Eagle. Whatever. False alarm. It is Seal. I was right the first time. Pretend it's this song playing. Tell you what, you can go back, and if you're on desktop, play both of these videos at the same time. It'll be majestic. I want to fly like an eagle to the sea. Throw it away. Read option. They played the running back, or played the quarterback to let the running back get it, and Trey Battle, who will stumble forward for 9. I keep trying to streak Michael Ham because it's been effective in other games we've played, but he keeps getting an inside release. I need him to hand fight at the line, win, get outside, stack him, get over the top, make a play. They just played both the QB and the RB there. Probably should have kept it with Steven. Nah, I don't know. That's a tough spot. They want us to go for it. We'll see what look they show, but I don't know that I want to do that. Oh, wait. This is weird. I'm actually down. We're going to snap the ball. Check down. Trey Battle got the first. They had everyone so far off the line, and Trey Battle's hurt. Trey Battle battling this game. Battling for the recruits that he'll never see. Needs to be assisted off the field. You never like to see that. Whip route, open enough, Ham dropped it. Okay, only a strained quad. Trey Battle will miss the next 2 quarters. Well, it's the 4th with 3 minutes to go. Not entirely sure how relevant that'll be as Dex Randolph with a huge drop. We had been avoiding drops in recent weeks, but they're back with a vengeance, as is Trey Battle. He's back on the field. Read option. Battle will get it and be short. 4th and 5. The field goal to make it a touchdown game is obviously the right move. Or is it? Can always call a timeout. I think I will. I don't really like the defense. And we will go for the field goal try. Wind 12 miles per hour against us. But that kick is good. And we'll take a 17-10 lead. There's plenty of time left in this game, which is a problem. Because as you've seen, not only in this game, but throughout the rest of our team's games ever, even this season, we are susceptible to getting beat with just splash plays. We've held this Air Force offense in check. They haven't really had a ton of possessions. They have 159 total yards of offense. This is going to be a nice play. Look at Ezekiel Sims. 3-yard loss for the Falcons. Falcons? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Air Force Falcons. I said it with so much confidence. I would have been right even if I was wrong. That's how confident I was. I didn't even see Santos. I thought I was switching on to somebody else. 3rd and 1. Under 2 minutes to play. 1:40 on the clock. Do they run the football? I'm gonna say that they probably do. Cruz up near the line. It's a pitch. And it was, I mean, played pretty well. Just broken tackles, more broken tackles. And Air Force, after 35-yard gain, is in to Riverside territory, into the green zone. Into the green zone, inside the 30. I thought we had that pitch completely locked up. Took it away there, but the running back is the least of our worries because it's a quarterback, Chance Stevenson, for 14. He has 3 rushes for 103 yards. That's not ideal. First and goal. Cruz will pitch, or whatever his name is. And he will fight into the end zone. CJ McNeil and Air Force have, in all likelihood, tied things up with under a minute to play. And as you've noticed, probably, we do not run a quick strike offense. All right, 55 seconds on the clock. Air Force has come all the way back in this game. 14-3 at half. We have scored only 3 points in the rest of the game. 2nd and 10. Michael Ham just ran by him. We don't have the arm. Give me a block. Give me a block. Steven Williams duck out of bounds. 15 yards. All we need to do is get into field goal range. The problem is, that's like the 15-yard line. Michael Ham open, and it's nearly intercepted. Oh, we need a ball there. He's wide open. There's not enough spacing going on right now. There's not enough spacing. We're going to get outside. Steven Williams, 11 yards, and got out of bounds. They're containing this pretty well. We need to work back to the middle of the field. I don't know, man. We're in a tough spot. I want Trey Battle as like a safety net for me. We're going to roll out. We got space. Steven Williams is gassed. Not at liberty to call a timeout, though. That safety's coming up. We're going deep. Ham. Oh, my goodness, man. I switched on to try and go after it. He came back to the football. Or was it underthrown? It would have been underthrown. I don't even know. If I just screwed up there, I'm going to be devastated. I don't think it's what happened, as Michael Ham caught it. Clock stops momentarily. We're going to try to get back up to the line, call another play, and save that timeout. It's a terrible throw. That's probably the game. If he catches it, right? Because that's not only a first down, it's more, and we have timeouts. 2nd and 10. Check down. Willie Briggs. We can stay in bounds. Timeout Riverside. We have 10 seconds. 3rd and 4. Throwing up the seam. Nearly intercepted. Man, he came out of nowhere. They want us to go for a Hail Mary. Is the wind against us? What are the odds of hitting this field goal? It's a 44-yarder. I don't think we have that. Who knew the wind would be such a factor at this point in the game? The wind. I like Elgin Collins. I think he's primary option here. We missed the throw. I mean, what do you want, man? Steven Williams just missed it. It wasn't even close. We just simply don't have a 44-yarder in us, especially with the wind 12 miles per hour against us. And they're going deep. And that is incomplete. College overtime. I want to say for the first time in this series, and this is a big coin flip, big result here. Air Force chooses tails, and Air Force has decided to give us the football first. So if you're not familiar with college overtime rules, basically, at least at this time, you start at the 25. Whatever happens, the other team gets a chance to answer from the 25. So if you score a touchdown, they got a match with a touchdown. You get a field goal, they can win the game with a touchdown. It's basically how that works. We had, such a big chance to win this football game, and I think maybe the energy of Steven Williams was a huge issue, and it led to us being in this overtime spot to begin with. Rolling out. Williams has space. And he is out at maybe the 3. It's 1st and goal, Riverside. Steven Williams is gassed. We got to go up the middle here. From the 3, I trust my backs. Trey Battle has fought through injury this game. It's going to Willie Briggs, and Willie Briggs has to score. Now, there is a time in overtime where you are forced to go for 2. We are not going to do that right now. Maybe if they got the football first and we answered, maybe we would. But just want to hold on. Just want to hold on for right now. Trust the defense. 24-17 Riverside. We need a stop. They're throwing short. Jackson can't make a tackle. Cruz eventually does, but it's a 1st down. And we'll take this, honestly. This is not too bad. 1st and goal, but as far back as they really could be, at the 9. We need guys to make tackles. Biggest thing. Guys need to make tackles. It's going to be a pitch, and it's going to be shut down. Stevenson loses 2. I believe that was Michael Haynes. And they're actually coming out in gun. Running back is slightly offset in the backfield. It's going to be a screen, and it's going to be an instant throwaway. 3rd and goal now. Big play. It's a screen. Read it with Hall. Trying to get there, and Greg Hall makes a tackle. That's why we brought you in. 4th and goal. Everything on the line. Air Force needs a touchdown. Anything else simply won't do. Stevenson taking off, and he's getting sacked. Game over. Riverside holds on. Oh my goodness, what a finish. Joel Pitts, the junior college transfer, ends it. What a win for Riverside. What a win for Coach Dengus. Of course, it was an ESPN Classic game. This was a crazy one. It feels great to get a win. Thankfully, we're saying that a little bit more often. We had not been to overtime, I don't believe, in this series before. But man, it feels great to get a win, and that is a new game rank #1. Game stats here. We have Steven Williams, 10 of 24, 82 yards passing. Wasn't great. On the ground, though, we had well over 200 yards as a team, including 122 from Steven Williams. We had a touchdown for every person that rushed the ball. So that's pretty cool. Receiving, we didn't do too much through the air. I think that's pretty obvious. Our leading receiver had 21 yards. And it was Trey Battle. And then defensively, some big tackles there at the end, but really not a lot of opportunities for these guys as, they didn't get the ball that frequently. Joel Pitts with a game-ending sack in overtime. No picks, obviously, no forced fumbles, but a great team win. A great team win. Can't say enough, man. It was an awesome performance. Defense played well. The offense made plays for the most part when they needed to. Obviously, we had some things go in ways that we didn't want, right? We allowed some huge plays with bad tackling. We didn't capitalize offensively on some huge plays, and that's why we were forced to go to overtime. But we win a thriller. And we have 3 games on the schedule the rest of the year. At Hawaii, at UNM, and then hosting UNLV. And we got some big points, by the way, for winning that game. 700 for Marvin Crenshaw. 550 for both Jason Anderson, who's listed at left outside linebacker. I still think he's a quarterback. And Larry McGuire. We've been locked out by Luke Green. I don't care. A couple other big-time recruits are ready to visit. Will Baker is a huge one. Massive recruit that we're glad is showing some interest. Joseph Brown recruiting battle, obviously still. Jeremy Thomas, we know that. What a game. What a game. Getting locked out by Luke Green, I just don't care. I think he's fast. He's got 81 speed. Decent coverage, but I don't care. Indiana's trying to fight back on Bob Rob. You guys better watch out. Are we about to get locked out on Jeremy Thomas? I mean, we're fairly close. Is he visiting at any point? He got 100. He visited in a loss. Does not bode well for us. Joseph Brown, still in the lead. Larry McGuire, we're going to get, I think, no matter what. Marvin Crenshaw, we brought it all the way back. Plus 700 is huge. That's so big. Also, if somebody can explain to me, maybe for season 3, the complimentary and competitive visits, I always see just this is your only opportunity to meet with this recruit. Try to schedule as late as possible, but I don't know the complimentary and competitive visits. I don't really get that. He's 89% locked, but we did a really good job to fight back. And maybe we'll have an opportunity to steal him away. With my Coach XP, if I have to, I will buy the locksmith and I will unlock him out if he locks us out. Maybe. I think he's good enough to where we would consider that at least. You guys might have to let me know. For Jason Anderson, again, I don't think that he is a linebacker. 86 speed, 85 juke, 82 spin, 86 trucking, 86 stiff arm, 79 break tackle with 81 throw power and 83 throw accuracy. I think he's a really good quarterback, and I really want him. And again, we did a great job to fight back. I would probably prefer him to Marvin Crenshaw, if I'm honest. Jonathan Jackson's in there. Joseph Jordan, we got the lead on. And he, remember, 6'4", 96 speed, great route running. Ross Mitchell's in here. Haven't really put in, any points into these guys. James Lee doesn't know what he wants, but I don't know what I want with him. He hasn't looked that good to me. Reggie Gonzalez. I don't know if this is going to happen. I mean, it in all likelihood will not happen. A little bit sad on that front. Will Baker. We're still in there. We are still in there. And his visit is going to be incredibly important. We get one shot. You know, we absolutely 100% need him. He would be the best player on the team by a mile. Maybe not initially, because we are going to have some guys that get over 80 overall. But it doesn't really get a whole lot better than this guy. Speed, block shedding, finesse moves, power moves, everything. He's unreal. And he wants to go to Kent State. Stop. Jonathan Hairston, I feel like is kind of going under the radar to me a little bit. But he's good, and it looks like we're going to have a real good shot to get him. Jamal Grant still fighting. Darren Watkins we're running away with a bit. We got the lead on Phil Triplett, who is pretty good. Not exactly sure what he is. Maybe a safety, maybe a corner, maybe a running back. One of those three, if I had to guess. Keith Jennings, haven't really put any points into him. He looks okay. Like he's a quarterback, probably. He's a little slow to me. Could be a linebacker too. Could be a linebacker. We just don't really have the points to go after him. But the recruiting class already has been pretty good, man. Phil Walker, 3-star, 75 overall. Another 3-star, 74 overall corner. We like Tim Washington a lot. Blake Hayford, another 3-star, 73 overall tight end, but might change his position. Maybe he's a fullback. Maybe he is a lineman. Probably not a lineman, but looks pretty good. Joe Patton, beefing up the line. Robert Sanders, beefing up the line. Turner and Mayfield, I'm not really sure about. And then Skylar Stewart is like depth, really. 75 and 50 points. I mean, they're not really doing much there, but I'm going to leave them. And just a big victory. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and I will see you in the next one. Take it easy.
I hit it at the park, bend bones. See me high step to the end zone. My life like a game, Nintendo. Playing with the best, let them know. Get off the track, the train's coming through. Yeah. Promise you get in my way, then you best believe I'ma just run over you. Yeah. I'ma turn taking it back to the house. Defense a joke, I'm laughing so loud.